Hi there, my name is LILA Ramos. I do bookkeeping and tax work in the San Marcos, Texas area. And I wanted to record a video showing people how to do their books for tax purposes, just using their bank account, not using QuickBooks or any accounting software. So the first thing you do is you start by going to your banking website. They're all a little bit different, but you go to the accounts that have activity, and you're going to find the download transactions button or space. It's a little bit different in every bank. In this particular bank, it's right here. And then we're going to select a date range. Usually if you're doing taxes, you're doing a year. I'm going to pick this year. Okay, and the format that you want is either CSV or Excel. I'm going to pick Excel in this case, but some banks don't have that, but CSV is essentially the same thing. It just doesn't let you save multiple tabs in the spreadsheet. So CSV, download. Okay, so here it is. I just highlighted all cells and then double click right here and it automatically sizes the window to the stuff that's in there, the contents. So I like to keep a tab of the original before I do anything to it so that if I find some irregularities, I can go back to the original and make sure that I didn't delete something or mess it up. So I'm going to say original. And then I'm going to go here, and then in this is my working copy. In this copy, I'm going to sort. So I select all the columns, data, sort, and I am going to sort by amount. And what that's going to do is it's going to put all my pluses in one spot and all my minuses in one spot. So I'm going to scroll down to the pluses, and I am going to pop all of these guys in that sheet. So I'm going to do Control X, and then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go down because I want my headers. Control V. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go to the top. Oh, I don't. Oh, maybe that will work. Home. Yeah. Go to the top, and then I'm going to copy this guy. Control C, and then I'm gonna Control V. Okay, so these are all of my deposits. Okay, so then I'm gonna sort all of these, highlight all your columns, sort, and you want this, my data has headers, and we're gonna sort by description, and it's just gonna put all of the like stuff together. Again, I'm gonna auto size my windows by double clicking right there. So it just puts it all in one spot, right? And then we are going to add a category column. And I know this is all income. So I'm going to do Control C. I know this is all income. The only reason it would not be all income is if you had owner contributions, which I would call distributions, to net out against the stuff you did take out of the company. And then loans, you don't want to count loans as income because then you're paying tax on money you didn't earn. Okay, so this is kind of where the magic happens. This tab is a warm-up for the debit tab, but this is all income, so it's all one thing. So technically we can just sum it up here, and then that's the sum. We're gonna go, let's see, actually, yeah, data, insert, pivot table. So you just want to make sure that you can't select over here because it won't know where the data is. You want to select one cell in your data. You go to insert, pivot table. It automatically selects the range. I like to put it in the existing worksheet. You click your mouse in location, and then you want to come up to the top, row 1, and you give it 2 column space. And you stick it right there and you say, okay. Now it's going to ask you how you want to sort it. So again, this is kind of where the magic is happening. Drag category and move it down to rows, and then we want to drag amount and move it to values. And that is going to automatically sum up all the amount by the category. Okay, now we're going to click on over to our, I'm going to call these bank debits. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go data, sort, data has headers, and we're going to sort by description. So it's going to put all the stuff with the same description in the same spot. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing, home, and we're going to go category. I'm going to skip these guys, and then like this is in flight, so I'm going to call this meals. Adobe is, I'm going to call it dues and subscriptions. This is travel, travel, Amazon Prime. So I know I'm very good about keeping my Amazon purchases segregated. So I know this is all supplies. So then you just tag everything with a category. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to do the thing where you like watching the banking shows where they put their meal in the oven, and then they turn around and they set their timer, and then they turn around and they pull the meal out of the oven. So I've already done all the sorting. I'm going to pull up that thing and show you what it looks like when it's all done. So I've sorted, I did all the categories, and then I did a data sort, my data has headers, category. So now all of my advertising is together, all of my bank fees are together, all of my contract labor, distribution, dues and subscriptions. I've already done my pivot table, but I'm going to delete it so that you can see the process. I go to, let's see, so you can see data, and again, you just need to select one cell in your data range, not over here, just one, because if you do like this, then it's just going to do a pivot table of that. So just one cell, sorry, not data, insert, pivot table. It automatically selects it. If you scroll down, you would see that it goes all the way. It just picks it. It knows where it ends. Existing locations, you want to be row 1. And I just like to do 2 columns. I like to be consistent and say okay. And then we want, same thing with the other side. We want category and rows. We want amount and values. We're going to close that. And this is your books, essentially. So these are all the negatives out of your bank. Here are all the positives out of the bank. I'm going to move this over. So this is there's your income number, and then here are all your expense numbers. And if you have a good tax person, you just send this to them and they can do your taxes. And it takes, you know, maybe an hour. It just depends on how much your volume is, how much checks you have. But there you go, days of sorting QuickBooks transactions over the course of the year, done with a little spreadsheet work in a few hours. If you don't want to mess with it, I'm happy to help. Visit the link to my website in the description below to book an appointment. Thank you, and I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas.